Radio Fox.
History books are made to be broken. Every generation seeking to surpass the previous.
What we calling, Jared,
To leave their own mark. With every moment etched in time.
Well, as a matter of fact, I think we have a special secret guest here at Radio Fox.
Jeremy McGrath's room, please.
One moment, I'll connect you.
Honor yesterday. Invent tomorrow.
Hello, Jeremy? That might be me. Jeremy, how's it going?
Reintroducing Radio Fox. A broadcast by vurbmoto.
Yeah, welcome to Radio Fox. This is our second episode on a Wednesday night. Jason Weigandt and Jimmy Hillsack,
That's right. Yep. What's up, everybody?
more known as Weege, more known as Hillsack.
That's right. That's right.
And we're going hot right off the bat.
That's right. We've got a special guest in the booth today. We got Dudney.
Caden Dudney. Could win 2 titles this week. Had a big moto win today. Things going all right?
Yeah, they're going good.
Yeah. What was the gate pick situation? That's where I love to start this. So where were we with the rando gate picks in your 2 different classes?
So 250B, I always get bad gate pick or draw bad shots.
Every time.
Every single time.
Okay.
I think I've had probably 3 where I've drew past better than 10.
Okay. And everything else bad.
Yeah. But I drew 35th and I had a pretty good gate, but I just like completely messed up the start. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then today, a little bit better.
Today we had some luck.
Yes.
I drew 14 and I found a pretty good gate and I just ripped the whole shot.
Yeah, you did a solid start. I saw that today. And for those of you that don't know watching this, these guys have to pick chips, and that's how you guys pick your running order to find the gate, right?
Yeah.
You just go up, pick a chip, has a number on it, and bam, that's how you get to pick your gate. So today you got a little more lucky than yesterday. That was cool.
Okay, so you're in 250B and Schoolboy 2, which to me, I'm not going to put any pressure on you, but I feel like these days, those are actually the premier classes because I know Pro Sport is considered the next level,
Yeah.
but it's all over the map of when guys graduate. Some guys start at round 1 Pro Motocross. They don't even race their Pro Sport year, et cetera, different ages, different times. I feel like you guys all on minis, some race 85s, some super mini, some move up early. I feel like 250B, y'all end up meeting there. So have you thought of that as like, man, this is pretty loaded, this is pretty stacked?
Kind of. I mean,
Does it feel different than some of the classes you've raced in the past about how many fast kids are in it?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. So you got to be pumped. You're sitting on a 3rd and a 1st in your 2 motos. That's pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
start. It's a
There you
good
go.
start.
Yes.
So let's get the mic up in there.
There you
Boom.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
So Caden, yesterday I was talking to you before the first race that you did, and you said I just got to get a good start, and I know I could beat these guys. Didn't get a great start, but I watched you charge all the way back up to 3rd. Insane ride, like one of the better rides I've seen so far here at the ranch. And then your second moto today, or your second race today, you got a good start, and you pretty much ran away with it. That was pretty sick. So I'm hoping that the rest of Loretta's for you. Get some good starts, dude, because clearly that speed out there. I mean, you were like what 10 seconds ahead of everybody at the end.
I think so, yeah, like
Something like-
16 something.
16, it's just 16
Cutting them
seconds.
short.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just 16 seconds. Dude.
10.
It's like 1,000 bike links. That's pretty good.
So tell everybody where you're doing your prep and your riding to get ready for this.
I was at Farm 14, and dude, it's just like death there.
Yeah.
The humidity is
Yeah.
like insane.
Yes. Working with Kevin Windham?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kevin Windham.
I'll share this with you now because it's working out. So we interviewed Kevin a few weeks ago on a different show as he was talking about trying to go into the Hall of Fame, which he is now. And he specifically mentioned, he's like, we got this kid, Caden Dudney. He's going really good. So you've lived up to that.
Wow.
He's proud of you, Ben. Yes.
Awesome.
So what's it like working with him? Kevin Windham, a legend here at Loretta's, a legend as a pro,
Yeah.
one of the most successful riders ever here, way back in the day. What do you learn from him?
He's different, man.
Yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah.
And
He always gives me crap about his 18 win streak record. It's
Yes.
like, I want to
Yes.
beat it, but I can't. It's like it's not possible.
18 is insane.
Man.
That's a lot.
I don't know how he did it, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
is
3
crazy.
years in a row winning every single moto.
No way.
Think of how insane that is. Yeah,
Wow.
he did that.
Oh.
What about ice cream? Is there some ice cream at the ranch specifically with K-Dub?
yes.
Ah, yes.
Wait,
Yes, we
what?
did get some intel on this.
I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I was in my gear like 7 hours before my practice,
Huh?
and he told me to get out my gear. I was like, no. He's like, you want ice cream? It's like, yeah. He's like, then get out of your gear. So I sat there and thought about it for a second. I was like, man, I really want ice cream. So I went back to the camper. He's like, where are you going? I was just wait. And then I roll back up, and he has this big old smile on his face, and we went and got ice cream. It was so good.
Because you changed.
Yeah.
You changed out of your gear.
After we had the milkshake, he was like, man, it cost me $7 for me to get you out of your gear.
Don't feel bad, because what we notice with these stories, he always gets ice cream too.
Yeah.
So he's really doing just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his point was, I'm assuming he didn't want you to be sitting there just in full moto lock-in mode 7 hours early.
No, he said I was way too locked in. I just needed to unlock for a little bit.
Too locked in from Kevin Windham. He is looking burly these days. Full Forrest Gump mode.
Yeah.
Man, and
Yeah.
I love his style though. He's like, I don't know. It doesn't get any more redneck than K-Dub, I don't think. He's pretty, and he's got to be hard. Like he's got to be hard on you, but in a productive kind of way, as far as training goes.
It's kind of scary when he gets angry at you. If you
Oh, dude, he's a big guy. Yeah.
It does happen though. Like there's the ice cream side, but there's another side if you do it wrong.
There is another side.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
scary.
Does he ever talk to you about whips or anything? Does he ever
Transfers?
A few times.
transfer? Yeah, whips. What does he? Does he talk down on your whips? Like, man, back in the day, I'd be throwing way bigger whips than you, doesn't he?
No, I don't think so. But like, he's been teaching me how to scrub, and it turns into a whip. And he's like, man, you gotta fix that.
Yeah.
I'm like, but whips are cool. He's like, that's not what he always says. That's not what wins races.
Yeah, and I saw this kid throw down repeatedly in his first race today. Mid-moto, we're watching, and my buddy Jordan Hoover's like, watch, he's going to throw a big whip on this jump. Boom! You're cracking whips out there like best whip off this jump right behind us in mid-moto. Biggest whips I've seen at Loretta so far, which, I mean, I don't think they give out awards for that, but hey, you won my I might follow you on Instagram now or something. This is gonna be amazing.
I think K-Dub's going to be mad if he gets the best whip award.
Yeah,
That's
but
what we told you not to do.
yeah, I mean, this kid, you can't help yourself, huh? Yeah, I
It's
see
like
it.
I can't go onto a track without throwing some sort of a whip or scrub.
Yeah,
Ah, that's good.
that's good, man.
So this is your first year on a 250F, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So what is that? When did you start? You start at Minios? Or after that?
A little bit before that, like at GPF.
Okay.
GPF was my first race. Or wait, no, Ironman.
Oh, at Combine.
Yeah, that was my
Okay.
very first race.
So Loretta's was the end of Minis.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Up on the screen, we got some highlights here from your race today.
Oh, we're going to get to it. All right, let's get to
Looking
highlights.
good.
This is Schoolboy 2, which you're in, and that is you.
That is you whooping some butt out there. That was a good one. But hey, that is just the first race of the 3 motos, so I mean, I can't give you too much props. We got a long week ahead of us.
Well, check out the highlights here. You said you were surprised. You didn't remember that your start was actually that good. That's pretty good.
That looked way better than it
Than it seemed
once
in your
was.
mind?
Yes.
Okay, so this is 10 Commandments. Was the track actually, look, it's all relative. Was the track somewhat smooth at this point? Not smooth, but smoother than it could be?
The first few laps were.
Yes,
And
it
then
looks
got
like it.
really rough. Like they watered right before our moto, so
Okay.
it was kind of slick.
Yeah. And it worked in pretty big.
Yeah.
Yes. A couple other guys we're watching here. This is Schoolboy 2, which to me is the other 250B class. It's just, you can race a 250F and it's similar ages, so it's really, you're right, we're riding the exact same bike both times, right? Yeah.
Behind you, there was a lot of battling going on, 2nd through 4th out there. That was pretty exciting to watch. Yeah. Got more style. Boom.
There we go. A little bit of a whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the rest of the battle that we're talking about here. It's at the 18 of Gordon coming through. Yep. Landon Gordon. And here we are into the back section. Gordon making some more moves.
I feel like Landon got a bad start. I can't remember, but I feel like he got a bad start that moto and was making moves as well, making moves up through the pack.
Yeah, I think he'd eventually get up to that 2nd place spot.
Which-
Were you in management mode eventually?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like towards the end.
Yeah. Taking a little less risk.
We got here number 92. I'm not familiar with all these guys, but hey, props number 92. You're out there ripping. I think you ended up on the podium up there. Hey, I'm a fan.
Oh!
Hey, the sand whoops will eat ya.
How tough is that section, Caden?
That session's actually not that bad.
Oh, okay.
It's really fun.
Yeah?
I love sand.
You dig it. Now, where are you from originally?
Iowa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you end up in Louisiana going to Farm 14? How does that end up being your spot? Like, how does that come about?
So there's like nowhere to ride in Iowa. So
Yeah.
when I was 6, we moved to Texas.
Uh-huh.
Because there's obviously a lot more tracks and you can ride all year round. So
Yep.
we found, there was a couple tracks there that we've just been riding.
But you were a lot closer to Louisiana at that point.
Yeah.
So kind of a logical move. Dara's checkered flag. Got the win. Oh, look at
at
this
the
battle right
line.
to the line.
Oh man, he got him. There we go. Landon Hartz got passed right at the line by Landon Gordon. Oh yeah, it was almost a 3-way Landon podium in that race. But
Yeah, I was told at the beginning of the week we could be looking at a moto because there's also Landon Gibson out there.
Oh my gosh.
You could be looking at a Landon podium, although you're going to try to stop that.
yeah,
Right.
It's like Beetlejuice.
We want a Caden in there against the
we
Landons.
We need to keep the Caden in there. But yeah.
One other thing I was going to ask you, you told me right before we went on the air, you're going to bed at 8 p.m. in the lead up to this race?
Yeah.
And that is just to get maximum recovery and maximum rest?
Yeah. You know what's weird though?
Yeah.
I feel like I feel more energized when I have less sleep.
Mm.
And then when I have more sleep, it's like I'm always like kind of groggy and tired.
I'm just
Mom's
looking at
over
Mom
here,
over here, and
shaking her
that's the
head.
last thing Mom wanted to hear.
She's like, this
Shoot,
boy has ADD for sure.
My kids are going to use that one on me. You want me to go to bed early? I'm actually going to be more tired that way. But in the run up to this, is it like gnarly, and then you do back it down maybe like a week or two before or a month before, like as they say, taper down? Did you do that? Like rest a little more?
No.
No, really?
No.
You just get hammered down all the way to the end?
Well, I had a thumb injury, so I was off for like 5 weeks.
Oh.
And then I rode Saturday and Sunday, and then we came here and I had another week off.
That's it?
Yeah. 2 days.
You've ridden 2 days in 5 weeks.
Oh.
Okay, these results are even better than I thought.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising. And we've been having this talk lately about time off for some of these pro racers. Does it help? You know, I mean, we were talking with Kitchen and Joe about it. Like, it's a weird thing. None of them know how much time off is a good amount of time off. Like,
Yeah.
you just train all week, you know? And me personally, I'm not riding at this level, but for freestyle motocross, it's good to take breaks here and there, and you come back better for some reason and more relaxed than you would if you were just training monotonous like every day. So
two quick things on that. First of all, were you stressed with the thumb injury? Were you like, oh no, or did you feel like it was with the amount of time you had, you were going to be okay, or were you worried about it?
I was a little worried.
Yeah, I would think.
It's kind of scary coming here with only like being off for that long and then only riding 2 days.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
that's a big break.
And now that you've done it, do you notice a difference, or do you feel like you got back to where you were?
I kind of feel like I was back where I was.
Really?
If not a little bit better.
Well, I said, were you maybe tapering before Loretta's and maybe taking a load off? Sounds like maybe accidentally you did that. Maybe it worked. So far, so good. Yeah, your endurance, everything felt okay?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh,
Maybe you need to do that every year.
just zoning out on the highlight reels up there.
No, not next year?
No.
Okay. Hey, well, thanks for joining us on the show.
Awesome.
And I don't want to hold you much longer because we're right. You said 9 is the goal for bedtime.
Oh man.
And my watch is a a little and on East Coast time. You're 3 minutes away. You got 3 minutes to fall asleep.
Gotta get in there, boy. Get in
I don't know
bed.
if I can make it to the camper in that.
In 3 minutes.
Yeah.
No, mom's watching. Make it happen. Caden Dudney.
Caden Dudney.
Next
Good man.
podium, I'll be
Hey,
there for you, man.
Awesome.
I wasn't on it. I wasn't working any of these podiums.
I'll be there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, he's gonna do his part.
That's right. I heard him asking you before the show. He said, "Where were you on the podium, Weege?"
I'm glad you cared.
He
I
knows.
appreciate that.
He's a fan.
I was like kind of surprised when I saw the new guy. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta eventually. I gotta move on eventually. I gotta eventually let other
Yeah.
people do things.
You guys
Yes.
work your butts off. But do you have an agent by any chance? No? Because I did see this guy. He was roaming around.
Oh, okay.
My agent, he's actually here looking for talent. So if you don't have an agent, maybe I'll hook you up with him. But yeah.
We got his chronicles.
I think so. He was supposed to get in today, or he was in yesterday, in and out.
Okay.
Was supposed to get credentials today. I haven't seen him, so I don't know exactly where he is. But
Well, we're about to find out.
do you guys know? Wes, anybody? Hey there, how's it going? Hi. I'm here to pick up my credentials.
Who are you?
Dougie Wallenbeck.
Don't see you on my list.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's up, Davey. They didn't have my creds at the front desk. Joe.
Oh,
Joe.
what's up, Dougie?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
crap, look at that bird up there. Yeah, it's insane. He's wearing turtlenecks out here. He's not the smartest agent, that's for dang sure.
Beast. All right, this is awesome. Dougie, good luck
Yeah.
finding more athletes.
I hope
We
I hope
found
he gets
more.
them all. Yeah.
None other than the chef.
This guy right here, awesome. Look at him, Pacific Northwest. This is my guy right here. Big fan. Big
Yes,
fan.
because you are one of the Hill brothers, aren't you?
Long lost. We're not related. I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna clear the air on that. Josh and Justin, amazing guys, not related. Boom.
Levi Kitchen joining us, but you had a hilarious story. You said
Yeah.
you were at Unadilla
Yeah.
with Josh Hill, and fans saw the two of you together, and they thought you were Josh Hill. They're
Oh my
looking right
gosh.
at actual Josh Hill and thinking you're him.
They were calling Josh Justin Hill. People call me Josh. It's kind of crazy, but hey,
Gosh.
either way, good company and another Pacific Northwest guy too. But here we go. We got the young blood in here though. This guy, he's a big fisherman. What's up, Levi?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So Levi, I see you over there, and I'm like, man, I'm really impressed you took time to come to Loretta's, and you're like, no, man, I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, I always enjoy coming out here, and we talked about it at the photo shoot, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I'm stoked.
What you would know, you're how old? You're 21 or something?
No, 23.
23
Getting
now.
up there.
Either way, still, even before that, like when you were like an infant, back in the day, everybody came here. Like top 20 450 Supercross guys would be at Loretta's at some point during the week, and that's all pretty much gone away. So you're like a throwback
Why,
that you're actually doing this.
why do you think that's gone?
Here's that actually I think started. Believe it or not, I think it was 08, 09. The economy really took a dump.
Yep.
And I think they were like, we're not spending any money flying anyone anywhere that we don't have to. And then once that went on for like 3 years, it was like, well, we don't, that's just not something we do.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of times that I saw Tedesco and Stewart and Carmichael in their prime hanging out here at Loretta's all week, we don't do that anymore. So I feel like you might be bringing it back.
You know what we're seeing too here a lot? All these pro guys, they all have kids now that are out here racing. So you're seeing guys
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I mean, all the guys, you're walking through the pits and you're seeing Nick Way and all these other guys, but they're pushing bikes or getting their kids water, and it's pretty interesting to see that whole dynamic too.
We'll hold that part off for you.
Yeah,
For a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're a little
yeah.
young, bud.
Yeah.
So is it for you, is it like, look, man, this is kind of, how many years did you race here?
I think 9, maybe?
Right. So is that part of the reason you want to come? Like, it's got memories for you.
For sure, and I like to, you know, it's during a break for us. It works out well, and it kind of gives me that spark. Like, you know, the season gets kind of long, and you come back here and realize why you did it. It's nice seeing all the kids to, I don't know, just cheer them on and, you know, see who's coming up. It's pretty cool.
I dig that.
Awesome. Yeah. You got a lot of friends out there, huh? Ripping?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Quite a few kids out there.
Anyone that you're riding, training with, or doing anything like that that's out here right now? I know you're with mostly pro dudes, but is there some paths that cross a little bit?
Yeah, there's a kid in the A classes, Hamden Hudson.
Mhm.
We're good buddies, and we train together in Florida. So, you know, I'm trying to help him out as much as I can. Other than that, that's pretty much who I ride with. I mean, the Sandbox crew, all the amateurs, I see them, you know, here and there. So,
Yeah.
but honestly, I cheer for everybody. Like, I get stoked to just see a kid like do something different than somebody on the track or even the hair. I've seen a lot of
Oh,
cheetah
man.
heads.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
I've
And-
seen it around. I'm seeing it at pro races too.
Yeah.
Was that? I know you're saying like you want to show that you can be different, but did you think when you did the cheetah hair, like, oh yeah, within 2 months I'm gonna see other people do it? Did that even cross your mind?
I mean, I thought maybe just a couple, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
there's a lot of kids doing it, and at least they're either doing the hair print of some sort or they're just buzzing it. I'm seeing a lot of buzz cuts. So.
It's caught on quick. We were in the golf cart last night, and this kid is like, what did he say? You're my inspiration. And he
Yeah.
had fully
Yeah.
bleached hair.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you're big on that though, saying like you're trying to show people like, hey, just do your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, especially, I mean, that would be my biggest advice to anybody, like for this race, you know, is just to do the best you can and kind of be yourself. I feel like there's so much pressure built up around this race. And at the end of the day, I mean, you know, this is a big race for kids, but man, if you can just come here and have a good time, I think the results will kind of show.
You'll do better, you think, that way, if you have a good time.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I remember all the year, like those last couple years that I won here, I mean, I got ice cream every night up at the ice cream cone. I almost missed one of my practices because I was fishing too long that day.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
That's good.
like, it's just, you got to be relaxed, I think.
It always shocks me, though, that you can do that. I was talking to Caden, Dudney, and his mom here, and she was saying you got to be able to compartmentalize. So, yeah, if you had a moto at 3 o'clock, say, you really could, until maybe noon or 1 o'clock, just be regular and not be in race mode.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think it's important. I think my A year when I won both titles, I think I golfed on one of, like...
No way. Before your race.
I don't know if I think I had a 5:30 moto, and I want to say I might have played... Maybe it was the B year. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I played some golf at one.
Really?
Yeah.
So you left the ranch.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
You were fishing today.
Oh, yeah.
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 That's cool.
Yeah, but he's not racing now.
I know, true. He's just kicking back, just yeah. But big inspiration for all these kids. I see when you're walking around here, definitely got a lot of fans here at Loretta's. So it's cool seeing you around, seeing you and Joe walking around. That's cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
yeah.
It's been fun.
And I feel like with you, it's pretty genuine. You're not like doing it like, hey, if I do this, I'll get more fans, I'll be more popular.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm going to be me. If that happens to happen, it happens.
For sure. Yeah, I don't want to force anything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my personality to gain more fans or whatever. Like, I think that's kind of corny. So
Yeah.
just be myself,
That's
and
right.
if people like me, then great. If they don't, I don't really care.
That's why we like you.
I like it. Tell everybody your Loretta story where all of a sudden it was in the B year, you just went nuts. Did you win all 6 motos?
Yeah.
You win all
Yeah.
6 motos, and you had like the best lap times. You really put yourself on the map, proved it the next year in the A classes that it was not a fluke. That was memorable because you were good, and then all of a sudden you took this next step. What can you put your finger on that all of a sudden led to that level jump? Because that's what everybody wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was just finally like putting everything into it as far as just the training side and getting a little bit of support, like just seeing some hope. Really started in 2019 when I moved to Louisiana and started training. And yeah, you know, I started getting a little bit of support from Rock River and started actually riding more than, you know, just on the weekends.
That would help.
And then, yeah, just the right people around me, you know, and then 19 was actually probably where it all, because I think I won a moto or something, 125, but I couldn't get the job done. Like, I was all over. It was way inconsistent. And then that next year I went in and was like, you know, I didn't want anybody to beat me, obviously. And
Yeah.
And yeah, it went great.
You told an interesting story where, yeah, were you in 450 and limited or something like that?
Yeah. There's.
But you wanted to. You wanted to race mod.
Yes, yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah, there was some, like, I don't know. It's just team stuff. The way it all works with, you know, there's some politics behind some things, and I mean, at the time I was mad about it, but it paid off. You know, you had the guys on Star that were racing the mod classes, and you know, you got to spread everybody out. So Yamaha was like, well, we need guys in the limited, and you know, you're our best guy. So that kind of like put a little chip on my shoulder. So that's why I just wanted to go out and go faster on a stock bike than the guys were on their mod bikes.
Yeah. But that, I didn't know that at the time, that how badly you wanted to race the other class. That showed how confident you must have been coming in.
Yeah, I knew that year that I felt I could have beat all the guys in the mod class, so I really wanted to do it. But it didn't matter either way. Like, I had a great year, and it was good.
Yeah. And this is where you go to get noticed, pretty much. I mean,
yeah,
have a good ride at Loretta's, and people in the industry start looking at you differently. So
for sure, yeah, it's a big part of it.
Do you think now? Okay, so I was listening to your interview on Gypsy Tales where you're like, dude, I was just taking like a dual sport and going fishing. Like, that was some of the riding. That's how unserious your deal was for a while.
Yeah, for sure. I was very it wasn't my number one priority, like, for a long time. I never really had a number one priority. I would just like fish, go to the skate park, and then ride. So yeah, then it all changed. I mean, I still like wanted to win and do well, but I mean, I would come to like Loretta's and stuff and know, sadly, like, it was like, man, if I could get a top 5, that would be sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I still would do all right. I mean, I was always like a top 10 guy here at these races, but I was getting beat by 30 seconds to the guys that were winning. So, yeah.
So what I'm wondering is, do you think now, so you've really only been hard at it since 2019? Pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much, actually.
That's not that long. Like,
No.
most of the guys you're racing have probably been hard at it for 12 years, even if they're 20 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that's almost an advantage for you now? It's
I think
fresh.
for a longer career, yeah.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
agree with that. There's definitely times where I think it's a disadvantage, but for the most part, I mean, it goes both ways, I think.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to be careful, like, you see it firsthand with a lot of kids, like, that get pushed at a young age and it burns them out, and that's what, you don't want at the end of the day. So I think it all depends on the personality of the kid. I know for sure, if I would have started training when I was like 13, 12, I wouldn't have done it.
You've been done.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's no way.
There you go.
Maybe that the whole fishing technique is going to catch on. Kids are going to be fishing a lot more, and doing the whole Malcolm Stewart thing. It's going to
Yeah.
be calm, cool out there.
I mean, everybody's got to have a hobby. Like,
yeah.
most of I would think the best athletes always have they have to have an out. So
Yeah, 100%.
Gotta not take it home with you sometimes.
For sure.
Gotta leave it at the track.
Get at the track, baby.
All right, we're gonna see. We got another hobby for you. We're gonna go to some highlights, some other motos from today. We'll keep Levi with us. See if he's got any observations from earlier. This is Open Pro Sport.
Moto 1.
It's cool because you get the fast 250 kids that want to turn pro, and then you get a lot of the vets from the 25 plus class meeting them. I think that's Olaf in the lead there on the 32.
Is
and
that
Temmerman on 21.
Yes.
Temmerman was rolling, huh?
On it.
And there's Drew Adams in the 33. And Temmerman had control for a decent amount. He was rolling. Did you get to see this moto, Levi?
I did.
Yep. I know Olaf's coming back from some serious ankle injuries going back late last year. Not probably, maybe physically 100%,
Whoa.
but I don't know racecraft-wise. Man, that's tough right there.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Liam. I met the kid. He was at Star a little bit when I was there, so great kid, great family. Yeah, he's riding really good. I was especially impressed with the other pro motor of the day as well from him.
Yeah, we'll have a little bit of that later. That was good. So there's Olaf. Eventually, Drew Adams gets him. And now the question is, can Adams on the 33 get the Temmerman, Jimmy?
Hey, look at this. He's chasing him down right now. This kid has had some rough motos, and he has been shining. Drew Adams had a couple bad starts, but I've seen this kid is out there. I mean, I think he's the one that's got the target on his back out there. But this guy, he performs. He is a strong motorcycle rider. Boom, over the head.
Yeah, going for the lead here. Yeah, he had another moto earlier in the week where he started, crashed in the first turn, got all the way back to 4th. And look at this, going for the lead here. And there it is, he's got it.
Yeah.
Levi, track looked pretty similar to last time you were here, which would have been 21. Anything seem different?
Yeah, it's a lot drier, I've noticed.
Oh, okay.
Or it looks a little bit drier. They just haven't quite had the rain, I don't think.
Yeah.
So either way, it looks nice and rough. Looks pretty good. I mean, the usual,
And it was hot. It was hot.
It was
today.
hot.
Oh my.
It was hot. I've actually been really surprised. It's pretty damn hot here.
I've only watched from my phone. I've never experienced it firsthand. So everybody listening here who experienced it, but if you're at home watching this, it is excruciatingly hot for not just the riders, the whole crew, everyone on the scene was really struggling today to get through the day, and I'm proud of everybody made it through. That's cool. All the riders out there, so impressed seeing them pull off the track in that, it felt like 110 degree heat. It was insane.
Yeah, the last couple of years it actually hadn't been that bad. So we're finally back to traditional Loretta's conditions. You saw Adams get the win over Temmerman, Alof third, Noah Stevens.
Papani.
Yep, Papani.
Boom.
Stevens, I believe, won a moto in college boy class, so he's holding up pretty strong right there.
Yeah.
When I see those ruts and things like that, that's kind of the conditions you like, though.
Oh, I love this place.
Oh, you really like this track
Oh, yeah.
specifically?
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's very safe. It's
Yep.
slow, and if you can find a flow here, it is like there's nothing like it. Like, you can pretty much go down a straightaway and make 3 jumps out of it and jump bumps like all the way down it. It's a blast. I would love to come back here and race sometime.
You liked it that much?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I would say that even if I didn't do well. Like, I always
Yeah.
just liked it. I don't know why. Some people don't like it. I really wish they would bring the National back here, or if they would do that again.
Yeah, you missed your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But
That's funny to hear that, though, because I think a lot of people think, like, when you're at the pro level, the track is too small, the track is too tight. But for you dig it.
yeah, I think it's good. It's definitely, I mean, I would be curious to go ride it now. You know,
That
I've
you're
gotten
used to
probably
other
a
stuff.
little bit faster
Yeah.
since then, so I'd be curious if it felt the same way. But I mean, I don't know. I like it.
It looks simple, straightforward. It doesn't look like there's a lot of places to make up room for time, really. So, I mean, sheer speed out there.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it's just one of those things, like, you can kind of wear people out because, like I said, when you find a flow out there, you can make the track so fun and, you know, link it all together. Where a lot of the tracks that we're used to now, they're fast. Like, they're nothing like this. So it'd be cool to, you know, just throws in a little bit of a mix.
I will say this. When I watch all these motos, okay, when I'm watching your races on the pro side, it's like there's maybe only 2 or 3 spots on the track where you can really pass somebody.
Mhm.
I feel like here, there are so many different areas where you see the passes.
Yeah, for sure. I think just the turns with so many options and the ruts and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes for great racing. And to picture like a pro race, you know, I think the lines would be actually even better because, you know, not as many guys are so notchy and you don't have the little bikes and everything. So it was kind of a wash when they did it in 2020, right?
We didn't
was
we
muddy.
had mud the whole time. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, they were bummed, man. I know Jeff Russell and the whole track crew, because they had heard people say, like, is this really going to be a pro track? Dude, they were so pumped to show everybody what they could do with this place. And then it rained, I think, on press day. Then it rained the whole weekend, the next weekend.
Yeah.
It came around okay.
Yeah, I mean, people struggled and people did good. So to me, that's a pro track.
There you go. Yeah, it was
That's
tough.
a pro
We got
track.
more here. We got more highlights. All right, that was Open Pro Sport. Good job for Drew Adams there to take the win. And on the other side,
Super
Super
13
Mini
to
2.
16, Moto 1. Here we go.
Yeah, so Super Mini gets wild. A couple guys are already out. Darren Pine was really fast early in the week. He had a huge crash.
We had
which I think
Vincent
you're
way
gonna
out
have
there.
here.
Did he
Yep.
get the whole shot? I think he whole shotted that actually and was out front.
That's way out front. Yep.
Is this first moto this morning? Early in the morning?
Second moto. First
Second.
moto, he ended up in a pond
That's
in
what
the
I
corner of the
heard.
property.
Yeah.
Vincent Way.
I wasn't awake for that one either.
That really happened.
I mean, I
Vincent
was
Way
just
in a
hearing
pond.
chatter down here when I got down from eating a breakfast burrito. Yeah, that heard he didn't make it through lap 1, unfortunately, but he made up for it out here. Look at this in this moto. He kept the elbows up and he was not looking like a wimp. That's for sure.
So that's way in front, and there was a huge battle for second for a long time. But the guy to watch is this kid Aiden Zing, who I believe had never won a moto here, and he's eventually going to battle his way all the way to second, and then even go after Way for the lead. There's Way in the 27. He's looking pretty big on a Super Mini these days.
So impressive the way these kids are riding these bikes. It's nuts.
Levi, you're one of the taller guys now. Was that always the case? Were you always one of the taller kids for your age? No?
No, you only saw me as tall because that's when I started doing well. But when I was here in 2018, it's priceless. Like, there's interviews. I got second that year.
Oh, you're on the podium.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were talking to me, I'm pretty sure.
And you
but
were a little guy.
I was tiny. Long hair, looked like a chick. My voice was so
Oh man.
high pitched, like I was a little girl.
Here's Aiden Zing making his way up through the pack from 4th.
Yeah, Grant McDonald
Here
was
he
there
is,
as well.
chasing him down, chasing down
is he
Vincent Way.
39? Is he number 39?
Zing? Yeah, I think so. Yep. This is Zing, I think, up to second, and now challenging Way and taking the lead. I think he's 24. Yep. So Aiden Zing getting it done. He had never won a moto, and then to come through the pack and do it in Super Mini, that's no joke. Here's Way. This battle all the way went to the end with him and Grant McDonald. There's Zing. What the heck got into this guy?
Solid.
Oh, you're right. 39. There you go.
This is exactly this is why I like to come here, is to see stuff like this.
Like breakthrough rides.
Yeah, I love seeing it. It always, I don't know.
Probably brings out the best and the worst to everybody, I'm sure. Like, you definitely see kids out there gritting their teeth, riding harder than they've probably ever ridden out there.
Yeah, so that's huge for him to get that. Like I said, Darren Pine, who was one of the favorites in Super Mini, broke his femur.
Oh.
That's a huge bummer. He had won a moto yesterday.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's a tough break.
Oh, he
for
did
him.
here?
Yeah, today. On the jump
man.
right next to the tower. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Hope
pretty
he
bad,
gets
I heard.
better. That's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, What year did you say that was? You were on the podium? Was that 2018?
18, yeah.
All right, we got to find that.
Oh, no.
I really,
Dude.
I don't. Lucky for you, I don't think they're going to find it right here
Yeah.
live on this show. But I'm going to see this clip at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, we know Wes has a huge catalog of Loretta Lynn's.
Yeah, the Verb guys don't mess around.
Yeah, the archives are deep.
Oh wow. Okay, so that was Super Mini 2. Wait, another one? Oh, we're gonna go to 40 plus. Andrew Short back at the ranch. Let's ask him about his return to racing here.
The week's been pretty fun, you know. I haven't been here a race since 2001. It's a lot different, but I'm really struggling. This track is more difficult than I expected. It's a lot more difficult than YouTube, gave me an impression that I was getting myself into. So it's gnarly. This is plus 42nd moto we're lining up for. Thankfully, it's 5 o'clock and it's cooled down. I did one earlier, the Open Pros, and I melted. It was about lunchtime, and I died. This moto was really tough for me because Brownie is like the king of Loretta Lynn's, I think. Yeah. He is so fast here. Blows my mind. Everyone says that, but then to see it, I'm like, okay.
Believe the hype?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brownie's,
Yeah, but you won.
Yeah,
you
barely.
won. That's what I'm trying to get to is that you won.
No, yeah, I'm just having fun.
All right, thanks, Andrew Short. And what he essentially said was he raced that Open Pro Sport moto earlier, and he melted there, and he was hot, and he was already tired at the beginning of this one. Now Short is battling Mike Brown to try to win this 40-plus title. Short did beat Brown in the first moto, and he tried to keep Brown in sight in this one, but the ageless Mike Brown eventually was able to start pulling away here.
So I walked up on this race, and I saw Mike Brown out front. Didn't know it was Mike Brown, and I thought it was I was watching the 30-plus or the schoolboy class or something. Little did I know.
Because how fast he was?
Yeah, I was watching his style. I'm like, this dude, whoever this kid is, he's ripping. And then come to find out, yeah, it's Mike Brown. He's 50-plus.
Oh, look at Shorty closing in here, though. Oh, we had a battle. So Shorty made a race of it for a bit. Now, by the way, though, I think Brown is 53. So he's like 13 years older.
Years young. Look at that, man. In dog years, in moto years, he's 195, I think. Pretty sure.
Dude, this guy's gnarly. And I believe Brown's goal, he has 11 Loretta's titles already. I think his goal is to get a couple more of these and become the all-time, which I think 14 by Kevin Walker is the record. I think that's what he's going for. So he's going to need 2-3 years to do it if he keeps winning.
Epic.
And the other funny thing is everyone thinks he's on a Triumph.
Yeah.
He's on a KTM. So you got black plastic and put the Triumph-looking colors on it. But he did send the podium note. This is a KTM 350.
Oh, man. He fooled me.
Yeah, we were confused quite a bit on Monday. There's Shorty.
Yeah.
And Shorty he was going for it, but he said, Levi, it's hot. He doesn't have a mechanic anymore. He's doing a lot of the work that he didn't used to have to do, and it wore him out.
Yeah, I'm still impressed with both these guys. It's pretty cool. I'm really impressed with Brownie, though. I mean, man, I feel like a lot of people, they gear up and think they're gonna take him down.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, we did some rough calculations. I think his best lap of this moto, and they raced right before Open Pro Sport, so it's a very similar track. I think Brown would have the 6th best time of anyone in Open Pro Sport at 53 years old.
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it's hard to even explain that to anybody, how gnarly that is. He's one of a kind for sure.
That's him on 33, just eventually getting away from Shorty. Yeah. And this class, another star of this class is Shane Kelleher, who's a legend from up in Rhode Island and New England area. And he was
the 3rd place? Wait, is this scary?
He reeled in Scary Guy.
Scary Guy.
And I think Emig got to 3rd, and he was reeling in Emig, which is saying a lot.
Oh, dude. Scary Guy crossed over the whole track. Okay, there we go.
He got 4th, yep.
Got 4th. Yeah, he crossed over the whole track to take somebody out. He said, I gotta solidify it, and he just took it.
This happened.
Yeah, this happened. He's a big guy.
He is a big guy.
He's Scary Guy. That's why his nickname is Scary Guy.
Yep. So you're loving it here, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
And I think every rider that ever comes through, we're like, oh, you think you might want to come back someday? I think I already know your answer.
Yeah, I enjoy coming here.
You'll race it again someday, probably?
I would like to, yeah, for sure. I'd like to do, like, I don't know, one of those vet classes, 25 plus.
Yeah. See you and Joe Shimoda out there battling the 50 plus.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
It's going to be good. I'm going to come drink a beer down there and be watching and cheering you guys on from the sidelines.
Right on. Sure. All right, that's Levi Kitchen.
Levi Kitchen.
It's Radio Fox.
Radio Fox. Jason Weigandt, a.k.a. The Weege.
Jimmy Hill, a.k.a. Hillsack.
Yeah.
Well
hey,
done.
Levi, it's a pleasure having you here.
Yeah,
Keep
man,
inspiring the kids, and good luck this season. Go out there and whoop everyone's ass.
Z, thank you, bud.
Yeah, keep it interesting when we get to Unadilla.
Oh, I will,
Like to
for
see
sure.
it. We like it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. That's Radio Fox on a Wednesday night.
Radio Fox.
History books are made to be broken. Every generation seeking to surpass the previous.
What do we call it, Jerry? You?
Leave their own mark, with every moment etched in time.
Well, as a matter of fact, I think we have a special secret guest here at Radio Fox.
Jeremy McGrath's room, please.
One moment, I'll connect you.
Honor yesterday. Invent tomorrow.
Whoa, Jeremy? That might be me. Jeremy, how's it going?
Reintroducing Radio Fox. Broadcast by vurbmoto.